Just when you thought, what more could they possibly do? How do they do it all? Well, we've got another one for you.
That's right. Another mom podcast is happening with our new show,
Famous This Week.
It's hosted by the embodiment of drag excellence and the host of Canada's Drag Race, Brooke Lynn, and the embodiment of chaotic excellence and the winner of season 1 of Canada's Drag Race. That's right, they were friends the whole time. Priyanka! Say her name.
Our new mom podcast, Famous This Week, is a pop culture roundup show. Each Tuesday, Brooke and Pri will give you a rundown of tops.
Ooh, I like this so much already.
Well, yes, but it's a rundown of top stories that are famous this week in pop culture.
Oh, so like celebrity gossip.
Mm-hmm.
TV shows and movie stuff.
Yeah.
So they're going to be talking about me a lot and Twitter drama between drag queens.
Oh, yes.
The girls are fighting. This sounds so much fun. So make sure to join this high energy, laugh a minute odd couple as they break down what and who are trending this week according to them.
From the biggest stories in the world to the most petty private minutiae, Brooke Lynn and Pri are keeping you up to date on what they think is famous this week.
Plus, a grab bag full of other segments, wacky news stories, tale from wild gigs on the road, and a rundown of hot guys from Instagram that Priyanka wants to rub up on.
This sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm. So make sure you search for Famous This Week and hit that subscribe button. Take a listen and make sure you rate it 5 stars and leave a review for the dolls. Actually, just rate it 5 stars before you listen. Well, you'll love it.
New shows every Tuesday from Brooke Lynn and Priyanka.
And we are so excited to welcome them to the mom family and hope that our programming is giving all of you at home plenty to listen to throughout the week.
Make sure to tune in. Who knows? You just might be famous this week.
Ooh, keep those headphones in because you're going to listen to this first episode of Famous This Week right here on Race Chasers feed.
That's right. We hope you enjoy the show.
Yeah, we're going to feed it to you.
Feed her.
Forever. Dog. This week.
I'm Brooke.
And I'm Priyanka.
And we want to know,
what's famous this week? Hello, everyone, and welcome to Famous This Week, a podcast where 2 of your favorite drag queens from TV break down the top most famous moments in pop culture this week.
Now, before we get too deep into the show, welcome to our first episode ever of Famous This Week.
I love a premiere. I love a
I
premiere.
love-
We dressed up for this. Brooklyn, please tell everyone what you're wearing.
I am sporting a lovely All Saints gray sweater that I've had for 4 years and is down to my knees. And that's all. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a Spice World sweater.
Oh my God. You know, you can't find that movie anywhere.
I know. Did you hear
It's
that
like-
they just announced today that they're going to make a sequel?
Oh. I don't know. I don't know if I need that, but okay,
You
because
were
it's not a great movie, but like I like to watch it once in a while just to appreciate how bad it was. But as you can see, we love to talk about pop culture. We love to talk to one another. So we wanted to find a way to work together, and us being so famous and busy, this is like the only way we could come up to do it.
I totally agree. You know what? Fame has that special power where the more you talk about it and surround yourself with famous things, the more famous you get. And I'm saying that because, Brooklyn, I'm just here to ride your coattails.
Absolutely. I mean, ride away. I'm riding somebody else's. You're riding mine. I'm riding Rue's. We're doing great.
All right, it's time for our first segment of the day. It's called Meet Our Fame Whores.
Oh, yeah. I'm so excited. Oh, we have searched the internet high and low to find our top moments from pop culture this week. And number 1,
I'm so excited.
coming in hot.
I'm so excited.
And I do mean hot.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too. Is Billie Eilish on the cover of British Vogue?
You know when you're like giving a guy head. I don't know if you're a big blowjob guy, but
I am.
You know when you are. You know when you're giving a guy head and it goes too far back, and the chunks come up, but you still have to swallow them while the dick's in your mouth. Like that's how I felt when I saw this. It was like the realest of gag. It was so good that I almost threw up and swallowed it. Oh, it's so good.
Wow. Yes, I did not have that reaction.
Oh, wow.
But I agree with you. She looks sensational. And I do mean sensational. Just beautiful. The nude color palettes. And this was all her vision. So this is what she wanted, and she brought this to them, and they created this beautiful, sexy, but not like, it's not like overtly sexy. It's just like, to me, it's just a woman. You know, it's just giving me woman.
Yes.
Like old school pinup woman. Like, her bosoms look fantastic.
They look incredible.
Her bosoms, the shape. I love that she's showing off her shape a little bit now. I think she's been known for a very long time to wear baggy clothes and not want to show off her body, which is absolutely her prerogative, especially the fact that she got famous from a viral clip at 13.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you're the same way with Billie. I often forget how young she is.
Yeah, I was like, I'm like, oh yeah, she's 19 years old and she went viral at 13.
Yeah, but like, she's been around for so long.
When I saw this cover, I was like, oh, this makes sense. She's pushing 35 now. Work, you know, like
not that she looks 30. She does not look 35.
No,
but
she
does
looks not.
Like she looks like she could be in her like early to mid 20s. And she's just been around so long, and I always. And I do this a lot with famous people in general. I just forget how young they are because they seem so together, and they're pushed into this industry that makes you grow up very quickly. And I think that makes people kind of present themselves a little bit older or just have an older spirit. And this was just really cool. I love that she's kind of showing a new side of herself, and that she's comfortable now and doing it in her own time, in her own way. And I think she's got a really good head on her shoulders, and she's just beautiful. Like, she was beautiful before. I loved the baggy fashion. I was
Me too.
Obsessed with
Jealous.
the green into the black ombre moment. I tried to get a wig made like that. It didn't work out. That is another story. It's like, I just think she has such cool, unique style, and just kind of, I love that she's just doing it her own way.
I totally agree. You know what's, as we're going to talk about a lot on this podcast, is like kind of like how the world reacts to things. And a lot of us were like, whack Billie. But everyone's like, oh no, she's 19. Her boobs are out. Is she doomed for Hollywood? Is she going to turn to a Lindsay or a Bieber? Does it matter if she wants to have a drink and get a DUI? Do we care? I'm really curious to know what your thoughts are on, like, does this read like when Britney did Slave for You, when Miley was with Robin Thicke, when Bieber was like getting into trouble?
No,
or is this like
at all?
I don't think so either. I do not think so either.
No, I think first of all, like, I always have to remember when I see these child stars or these young people acting out, I'm like, they're fucking 19. I'm like, like, I was a disaster. I was a menace to society. I was a horrible person. Like, I was everything. Like, I was a nightmare at 19, and I was poor. Can you imagine being like a zillionaire and being 19 and literally being able to do whatever you want? Of course you're going to go crazy. And like, but that's just what 19-year-olds do. And I think it's really tricky that they're held to different standards. Obviously for some things, yes, but like, they're also fucking kids. And I think she's, in terms of like young people, young famous people we've seen, I think she is extremely well behaved and really watches herself and kind of minds her P's and Q's, and whatever she does, if she does party, if she does drink, which I'm sure she does something, like, she does it behind closed doors and makes sure it's not in the public eye.
Yeah, because it's good to also, if you're going to be famous, keep a mystery to yourself, Yeah. I feel like Brooke Lynn, for
she's
you,
very mysterious.
And your fans, you're a mysterious girl.
You think so?
I think you don't think you are?
No, I think
what?
I share too much sometimes.
You?
Because if I'm asked a question, I'll just say anything. I'll tell you about my shit this morning. I'm an overshare. I've always found myself to be an overshare, but maybe I am a little bit more mysterious than I think.
Yeah, you're the Billie Eilish of drag, because you're 19
thank
too.
You.
So you're so young.
We'll talk more about Billie later. But
you're just so young.
I'm just so young. I mean, thank you, Botox and filler.
That part.
What is our next story?
Our next story, we got Britney Spears. She finally gets to speak in court. The best thing about this headline is, like, a judge has, granted Britney Spears the freedom to speak in court, which is so fucked up all on its own, The whole Free Britney moment has been very interesting. I don't think that anybody should ever really be stripped of their rights to live. And it really showed us that I have like Britney Spears dolls all over my apartment, and like I stare at them and I'm like, wow, she truly was just like taken, turned into a product, and her life was just totally controlled for her. And now we're seeing the dark side. Did you ever watch that Black Mirror episode with Miley Cyrus where it was like, it's like very that for Britney, where like, you know, we're watching her Instagram and she's like, the documentary wasn't real, like, hi, and we're all watching her like, girl, like, we know someone else is writing that. Or like, you know, like who is Britney Spears? Like, what is Britney Spears actually thinking? And back to that mystery that like a lot of celebrities have, like, I do not think we'll ever know.
Like, do you think, so do you don't think it's her controlling her Instagram?
No way.
I mean, it's tough to say, but like, I kind of agree with you just because she is under a conservatorship. So she's not allowed really any freedom. So it would make sense that it's somebody else posting everything.
Exactly.
And I honestly, I just feel horrible for her. I really just feel terrible for this poor person who has like been in the public eye their whole life. And yes, they've had a very successful career and they've enjoyed a lot of amazing things. But with that has come like, I feel so much heartbreak and trauma and like the things she's had to live through, and like just people shaming her, like when her and Justin broke up and she was this whore and like a terrible person. And it's just ever since then, it's just been like one thing after another. So, and the whole Free Britney movement is great. I'm just not cool with people. Like I'm good with the movement. The documentaries I don't love because it just brings up her trauma. It wasn't up to her. Yeah. It's more people being like, yeah, we love you. And here's like, let's just rehash your trauma over and over and over again for money. Yeah. And it's not her saying it. And it's not like, I feel like celebs should be in control of what they say. And like, it should be their
like,
stories.
This one thing is like, you know, so many documentaries about me this year. What can I say? I'm flattered. Like, that's such an iconic line. But then she says, you know, they're so hypocritical because they criticize the media, but they're doing the same thing. And you're right. Like, they are rehashing it, slapping it around everywhere, diving back into her drama, showing her the videos of her when she shaved her head and all that stuff. And that's not fun for anybody. I mean, I don't even like to look at videos of me of my first time in drag. I couldn't imagine like watching a video of me like kicking an umbrella with a car, you know, kicking
completely.
An umbrella,
I mean,
throwing an umbrella, hitting an umbrella, hitting a car with an umbrella.
A car with an umbrella. You got there. You got there.
Famous hard. Famous so hard.
Famous so hard. Speaking of fame being hard,
the
girls are fighting.
You know, this has taken over Drag Race Twitter.
Taken it over, and I'm sure you all know what we're talking about. Tamisha Iman versus Monet exchange, y'all.
You know, Drag Race girls fight all the time, and it gives us something fun to like watch. You know, like sure, like we saw them fight on the show, the reality TV show contestants. I get it, but this has kind of taken its another stage. Like, you know,
it's really, it's been a lot. It's been interesting to watch, and it was kind of like. It's been very entertaining, I will say that, but it's also kind of a little depressing because I feel like that girl in Mean Girls, like, can't we all just get along?
She doesn't even go here.
I feel like that girl a little bit. And it sucks because it all involves people that I really like. I love Tamisha, I love Monet, I love Bob, I love Candy. Like all the like key players in this, like are people I really, really enjoy, and I just wish they could get along. I mean, do you think Tamisha? I'm also still just confused. She was upset because Monet said not nice things about her on Sibling Rivalry, correct? Is that where this all stemmed from?
Review. Yeah.
The review shows. Okay, well, I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I know she didn't say a lot. She said some negative things, but she also said a lot of positive things. So, but again, Tamisha has a right to feel the way she feels. Like, I can't tell someone how to feel.
And here's the thing. Both Brooke and I have been on, well, Brooke also judged me as well, but both Brooke and I have been on review. We've been on them and have had to critique girls, and we've also been the subjects. Like we've been, you know, we didn't love this look. How can she be so bad? Like, I'll never forget. Crystal Method was so upset that I wore a black panty under that gold dress when I lip synced for Celine Dion. And I was like, but like, I wasn't you weren't meant to see that because I wasn't meant to be in the bottom. Like, you don't think about, what panty you're wearing.
Yeah.
And I remember being so angry about it. And that's the thing, is that like these review shows, like that's what they do, because they're watching the show and like RuPaul and like Brooklyn Heights, and like Pangina. Is that who does it in Thailand?
Yeah.
Yeah. And whoever else is the host of these shows, like that's what they're doing. So as the audience, we feel like we have the right to critique them as well. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It creates a conversation. And as reality TV show contestants, that's what happens to us. But it does suck when, someone we're a fan of says like, oh my God, what was Priyanka wearing? That black panty was disgusting. Like that just hurts as a human.
It's hard. It's hard because you put so much into being on the show and you're so excited. And then to like go, and then you look back at it, and for myself, looking at myself, there's a million things I would have fixed and like done differently.
My makeup
like,
is completely different now. Like,
hello, my face is different.
Yeah.
But like, there's so many things I would have changed, and it's really hard to sit there and watch yourself and critique yourself, and you're in such a vulnerable emotional spot, and then have people critique you too. But it's also, it helps build a thick skin, I find.
Yes, it
but
does.
I also can relate to what you're saying. I remember watching Fashion Photo Review, and my year was Raven and Raja, and Aquaria. And it was the Face Kini runway. And I was wearing that really cool zebra, like steampunk. Yeah. And I was so proud of that look.
It was
and they
so
both
good.
They both booted it. They were like, no, we hate it. And I was livid.
Oh, no.
I was like, how dare you? Because I thought that was a really cool look. Out of like all of my looks, I was like, this is really conceptual and cool, and a cool take on that thing. And I still stand by that. But for some reason, they didn't like it, and it was their personal opinion, and that's fine. And I was mad about it for a hot second. Like I was just like, especially because I had been on a streak. I had gotten like top toot, or I think I got maybe a shoot, but I got like. I was good every week, and that was like my goal, to get through the whole season with like no boots, and then right at the end,
of course,
I was like, God damn it,
God damn.
It sucks hearing negative things about yourself. So I'm not on anybody's team here. I think they're both great, and I don't really think it's my place also like to have an opinion on this. So I just hope they work it out. And also thank you for all of the good Twitter drama. I mean, it's been fun.
I know, right?
But do you think it's a stunt?
I don't think so. Right? Like I don't like. Monet was filming her music video for the last 2 days, so she hasn't even been around to like it would make sense if she dropped the single and then started the drama. Like there's things that you want to catapult and like make, but I do not think it's a publicity stunt at all. But what I will say is, listeners, I hope that you think that our podcast is a toot or at least a shoot, because we're going to take a quick break and BRB.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, everybody needs a website. Otherwise, you're just out there making your business happen with what? Word of mouth? No, ma'am. If you've got a passion project that you're starting, if you want to start making drag watches that are purely ornamental, made for the sole purpose of a queen touching her wrist during lip sync when the song lyrics say, time. That idea is brilliant and needs a website. This is why you need Squarespace, because Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain. Showcase your offerings with a professional website, then you can grow your brand and get paid all in one place. Plus, they have integrated SEO tools, which means search engine optimization, I think, so you can show up more often on search engines. And their Blueprint AI design tool, which can get a fully custom website built in just a few steps if you want to do the whole AI thing. Plus, you can connect your socials, set up easy ways for your customers to buy your products, and even schedule appointments with you. It's all right there on Squarespace. I've scaled a number of businesses in my time, and they have all needed websites because websites just legitimize you, And Squarespace is a great spot for a creative person like me who needs to make a website and has great ideas but doesn't necessarily know the HTML, QRL, TMV of it all, Because I'm not an IT whiz at all. But Squarespace makes it easy for me to select what I want and then put out a wonderful website. And it could be the same for you. You need to check out squarespace.com/drag for a free trial. And then when you're ready to launch, just use the offer code DRAG to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain, which is kind of the same thing. Squarespace.com/drag.
Chime is changing the way people bank. They offer the most rewarding, fee-free banking, and it's built just for you.
I don't want to interrupt here, but I want to chime in. They're not like traditional old banks that charge you overdraft and monthly fees. Plus, they have thousands of fee-free ATMs. There's nothing more frustrating than added fees when you're just trying to access your own money.
Exactly. So with Chime, you are not just switching banks, you are upgrading to America's #1 choice for banking with a Chime checking account.
And how about some of these benefits? All benefits here, honey. Get 5% cash back on a Chime card in a category of your choice, like gas or groceries. And you get savings that grow faster with 3.75 APY. That's 9 times higher than the national average.
And don't forget, they also have Spot Me, which lets you overdraft up to $200 fee-free.
We all need to be proactive in our own finances and understand what our money's doing, and banking can be confusing. There's so many hidden fees and policies that are different at each bank, so you have to look out for you, and with Chime you could do that.
Yes, God, and don't just settle. Find what works for you and get the perks and benefits that are beneficial to your life. Check out Chime.
Honey, I did. I'm a Chime user, and Chime is not just smarter banking, it's the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today.
Head to chime.com/drag. That is chime.com/drag. It only takes a few minutes to sign up.
Chime is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services provided for MyPay and Chime Card provided by Chime Bank Partners. Optional products and services may have fees or charges. Stated annual percentage yield and cashback for Chime Prime only. No minimum balance required.
Checking account ranking based on a J.D. Power survey published October 20th, 2025. For more information on APY rates, MyPay, SpotMe, and travel perks, go to chime.com/disclosures.
And we are back. Now, speaking of stunts
Oh my god.
and shows,
Stunts, tomfoolery.
and tomfoolery, Priyanka, you are famous this week because you have a new Wow Presents show called What's My Game? Tell me about it.
I'm so excited. I flew to LA. A little American girl. I flew to LA and I bothered Brooklyn Heights for an entire month. And I also filmed this game show where I have a celebrity and a drag queen face off in games that we play. And at the end, I crown a winner. I have, Boa came on, Nina West came on, Nikki Doll came on. We had Bob the drag queen. We had Alaska. We had Margaret Cho. We had like all these celebrities. And I was just standing in this studio in LA being like, is this my life? Also, like, I just want to say, am I famous? I also just want to say that like this month I'm releasing so many things. Like you're listening to the first famous this week. Last week I released a cover of Lil Nas's Montero. Next week I'm releasing a cover of a Blackpink song, and then my single's coming out at the end of the month. Ladies and gentlemen, it is May Yonka, and I will be famous not only this week but famous for 30 more days. There's always an expiration date. Always.
Oh, there's always an expiration date. Well, I cannot wait to tell you I watched it and then didn't. No, I'm gonna watch those. I'm very excited for you. That's amazing. And this was so also cool. When you filmed my music video when we filmed Queen of the North when you were down in January. That was so fun. That was very fun. But on to something a little bit cool, but also a little bit more serious. I don't know if you've seen this video.
Oh
the
my God,
protesters who are voguing during the massive anti-government protests in Colombia, which was just so cool. Like this, I've never seen anything like this. Have you ever seen anything like this?
I have never. And you know what? Protests are so, like, we're doing it because we're trying to get, acceptance, equality, and just like show that there's something to fight for. But there's always so much anger and there's so much like angst around it. And here these three two of the dancers, there's three of them in the video, just turning the party, being like, we are just trying to fight for ourselves and do it with a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of glitter, a little bit of Vogue in the house down. Yes, got boots to show you that not everything has to be so violent. And this is so inspiring. It truly is.
Yeah. And it was just, it was showing that like I forget who said it, but just waking up every day and being your authentic self is a form of protest. And these people are literally doing that. They are being themselves and doing what they love to do in an actual protest, and it is a form of protest. They're like daring to be them, and I just think it's incredible. So we have two of them. We've identified two of the dancers. We have Acid Ebony and Pisces.
Pisciiss Pisces.
And I relate to that because I'm also a Pisces.
I'm a Gemini. My birthday's this month. What'd you get me?
What did I get you?
Oh, you're going to say $100,000, aren't you? Shit. Never mind. I shouldn't have asked.
I am now $100,000. Thank you for that. I was like, shit, her birthday, so I didn't get her anything.
No. We're going to move on to our next segment, which is called Famous Throwback, because fame has cycles. We see them repeated over and over and over again with pop stars, British royalty, 15-minute famers like Octomom, myself.
Octomom.
Remember Octomom?
Yes.
So in this segment, we want to try to connect the dots between a famous moment this week and something that we've witnessed in the past.
I love that. And because we are so famous that we can be professors of a fame class, which they should imagine if we were professors.
That'd be so looks. Just the looks. I honestly was just like the corset, like on the lap
the pencil skirts, the top knots, the glasses, the slut strings, all of it.
So many strings. So many strings.
It would be so it is time for an analysis. Say that word 10 times quick.
Analysis. It's like ASMR now. Analysis.
Okay. So the Britney Spears drama makes us think of paparazzi and the news media and the vicious cycle of celebrity gossip. We love to consume it, even though it is oftentimes tragic. So in 2007, was the height of the paparazzi getting the most invasive photos at the expense of celebrities' privacy and safety. Was it right to do?
Oh, I have such a hard time with this because, like, part of me is like, there's not a rule book on fame, but if you know, in 2007, you weren't the first person to ever be, photographed by a paparazzi, right? So there has to be some sort of like team around you that knows how to avoid, right? Like there just has to be. Like you're in LA willy-nillying to like frozen yogurt places. Like you're gonna get, or am I wrong? Like, am I like not being fair to a celebrity that can't just go to the grocery store?
Well, I think there are different levels of celebrity here. Like, I think for Britney Spears, I think at that specific time in her life, I just think she was so famous that like literally people were outside of her house, no matter where she went, someone was tailing her. I don't think, I know, and this happens with a lot of celebrities. Like some celebrities will legit call the paparazzi if they want something seen and let them know where they're going to be. And that's, I find a lot of times it's the people who are not as famous who are trying to get more famous.
Of course. Yeah. Like whenever I call the paparazzi, they don't even show up. They're like, I know. Who's this?
Exactly. It's I'm like, they're just like, please stop calling us.
Like just enough.
But like when you're an A-list celebrity like Britney Spears, I think, and especially she was going through a really hard time and people were just going crazy because they like, there's nothing they love more than a downfall. And they just wanted to capture every single second of it. And I think also at that time, I don't think she really I think she was really in control of things then. And I don't know if she was in the best spot mentally. I can't confirm that, but I don't think she was. And I don't think she had a lot of people in her life actually helping her and like taking care of her. So, because a lot of times, like, she didn't even have security. It would literally be like her and her assistant
and her
just
sister,
going to the gas station.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they're just swarmed by people and they don't know what to do. And it's terrifying. So at the time, I remember being a young person and being enamored by it and watching it all.
Of course.
But looking back at it now, like just with more perspective and maturity and age, I'm just like, this is horrible. Like, I don't even want to look at this. I don't find it entertaining. I just find it like grisly. Like, and just seeing this young girl, like literally crying in a gas station because she's literally surrounded by men with cameras and she's just trying to get her Doritos or whatever she's trying to do.
I love Doritos.
I know, like Doritos, Marlboro Lights, and like a Mountain Dew was like, but like, it's just like, and she's going through a hard time and she's going through a divorce. It is all these things. And we're just sitting here like chomping at the bit about it. It's like Princess Diana. Yeah. Same thing. It's just like these, like we all consume it and we want to see it. But like I just try to think, just being mature and enlightened, but I try to think about how that person must be feeling, and like yes, fame does have a price, and you should semi know what's going to come with it. But at the same time, like you're also a human being and you have rights, and I think we can, for the not even close to being on the same level as fame as Britney Spears or Lady Di. It's hard. Like nothing can, I don't know if you can attest to this, but nothing can prepare you for like being shoved into the limelight like that. Like I know I had a really hard time with it. Like when season 11 came out, it was great. It was exciting. But then all of a sudden there's just this influx of people telling you suck and like wanting to like digging up old pictures of you, and just like it's just a lot to deal with, and there's nothing that can really prepare you for it unless you just have to go through it and figure it out. And I think you have to have a really strong sense of self, and you have to have a good group of people around you. And that really helps.
The interesting thing about being like a drag queen that's come from a show like Canada's Drag Race, and for you, RuPaul's Drag Race, it's like people also treat you like, you know, the mascot, which is like fine because we're used to performing at the bars and people are so happy to see us and blah, 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 blah. But there is that like level of online, like when I announced What's My Game, I was like being like torn down online. These queens in Toronto were like, you stole this idea from us. Like, how could you? Oh my God, girl, let me say,
who?
Like tagging World of Wonder in it. Like, how dare you? Like, and I'm like, girl, I was like, I messaged the queen out and I was like, listen, like it's just a trivia show. Like it's one game that we play in an episode. Like it's just about like having an escape for people just to watch this game show.
It's content.
And I was like, yeah. And then they're like, oh yeah, no, I'm not really bothered. And I was like, okay, like just making sure that we were okay. Cause like,
you're not really bothered. Then why are you tagging?
Then why are you tagging all?
Isn't
like,
that always the case though? When you confront the bully, they're like, oh, it's yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, I'll come on your show. I'll be a guest. I'll play the game with you too. Like, I don't care. Like, it's not that deep. It's, are you smarter than a drag queen? Are you smarter than a fifth grader? That's where we all got the idea from. It's like, it's nothing's original. Like, get off my back. But that's what something like, you know, fame does to performers, like performer to performers, that you see someone do something that has a bigger audience and all of a sudden they've stolen your idea and blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, it's very interesting. It's very interesting.
I remember something happened when, after I think the final episode of Drag Race on my season, when we had to do the Queens Everywhere rap, and I like was joking calling myself Feminem, and I got a message from this queen in Australia who's apparently named Feminem, and she's like a rapper, and she was mad. She was like, that is my name. And I was like, I did not know you existed, and I'm really sorry. Like, I promise I'm not actually going to become a rapper called Feminem.
Yeah. Literally.
But yeah, people get very testy about things.
What do you think about the media like taking something out of your personal life and putting it in a headline that you didn't really like give them? Like maybe it was like they found out that like I broke up with my boyfriend and then they just wrote about it. Like, what do you feel about that? Like, I like to have
that would suck.
That would suck. Yeah, I agree.
I can't tell you what that's like because that's never happened to me, but I imagine it would suck. I don't think I'm that famous that people are looking for stories to write about me. But yeah, that would be horrible to like, especially if it was like a private breakup and it happened and then someone leaked it. And then it turns into a whole trust issue. Like, I can't imagine, like, again, how paranoid these celebrities must be with who they keep around them and who they tell things to.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine, like, if you're like Taylor Swift or someone and you tell them something and then boop, it's in the press and you're like, you told like 5-6 people and you're like, great, I can't trust any of you now. So that's cool. Like, it must be, I feel like it's a very isolating, polarizing experience to
it seems like. So
famous.
when I was in LA, I can't say whose house I went to, but I went to a famous person's house.
Mm-hmm.
It was yours. No, I'm kidding. It was this really famous person, and someone else brought me there. So I was there. And
I know where you were.
Yeah, you do.
And no, you can't say where you were.
No, I cannot. So I was there, and it was very hard for me to be in a room of these type of people because I was like, oh no, like there's such a sense of like loneliness and like a lack of control in the room. And whoever like the most famous person is in the room, everyone doesn't even talk to them because all what the people around them care about is just being in the same room as them. And it's like it was so heartbreaking to see to the point where I just kind of like left. I just took my 2 friends that I went with. I was like, let's just go.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird. I've been in a couple of those experiences, and but I also feel like I can't, like I feel like I'm at my grandmother's house or somewhere that I have to be on like my best behavior.
Oh
and
my
just
goodness, yeah.
like I feel like I can't for some reason just act like myself, and I don't know, it's a very uncomfortable kind of situation.
It's so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's fame. Fame is being uncomfortable, but there's also some artists out there and some celebrities who have good teams around them. Like, I think there's something about like the 90s pop stars. Like, you know, did you ever watch that NSYNC documentary about the guy Lou Pearlman who like fucked them over? And like they were so famous, you know, the Backstreet Boys were so famous, and they finally sat down for this big dinner after they've toured the world, and their singles #1 on I was gonna say on iTunes. Back then there was no iTunes, bitch.
On Napster.
On Napster. And they literally, they're like, hey, like here's your first paycheck. Like here you go. They open up the paycheck and they were like, it was pennies. Like it was like $1,000 for a world tour. Like they did like a 50 city tour, and they were just, because that's the contract that they signed. So back in the 90s and early 2000s, like these artists were so fucked over by their record labels and their managers. Chaos. And like that's why they all turned out to be so, you know, fucked up. Like, I mean, Brooklyn, you could speak, and you love the Backstreet Boys. So
I hate you. On that note, we're gonna take a break.
We're fighting. We'll be right back.
We're fighting. All right, and we are back. This show is going so well. Wouldn't you say, Priyanka?
I would say, you know what? I'm happy that we're actually friends, because you're kind of scary. So I'm like happy.
Am I?
I think because like when I came up in the Toronto drag scene, remember you judged me for that Cruise and Tango's Drag Race, and you were like, you are literal deer in headlights. Like, what are you doing here? I did that Bollywood song.
Oh my God.
Remember?
I forgot about that. Yes, I did. And you were like a baby. You were like, well, you still are Bambi on ice, but you were like extra super Bambi on ice. Now you're like a baby giraffe on ice.
Yes, very that.
But yeah, no, I
remember you saying like, you know, I've heard a lot about you, but you're just kind of like deer in headlights, and kind of just like passed the mic over. Like you were just like, because we were drinking, it was like 11 o'clock at night, right? It was the end of the night at a bar. And then when I came up, and remember I did the Clueless thing with Boa and Juicebox.
Yes.
And then you were like, okay, I'm finally getting it now, but do you still have work to do? Like it was just very
Damn
so
it.
I think, you know, the first time I ever met you were judging me. So it was always that, like, you know, that, Brooklyn Heights is in the house, and everyone in Toronto was scared of you, and now all of Canada is scared of you. So you're doing a good job, sweetie.
Thank you. I'm doing great. That was a very long segue, but welcome. We are back in our third segment. We had so many ideas about what we could do here, but we decided to make it a grab bag. So this is going to be a fun variation every single week. And today we are going to inquire, is this a good level of fame?
Oh, is it? We discuss a person's level of fame based on their perks, celebrity, social criticism, and everything that comes with it. Brooklyn, please tell us who we're talking about today.
Today's celebrity is none other than Caitlyn Jenner.
Okay, well, I'm just going to give some facts before we discuss feelings. She has recently announced that she's running for governor of California. At this point, she is so disconnected from the real world. How could she even begin to be a leader? Her fame afforded her lots of opportunities to make money, build wealth, and be connected with rich and powerful people, and it has put her in a position to easily use her celebrity to run for political office. But this does not mean that she could be a good governor. Her fame also made her so well known that she was unable to transition for decades due to the societal pressures of being in the public eye. And when she did transition, she faced tabloid ridicule and tons of bigotry and opinions coming from everyone. Now. Those are the cold notes.
That's
Brooklyn.
the facts.
Brooklyn Heights. So I want you to take the floor and tell me what you think about her level of fame.
When she first came out, I remember it was such an amazing story, and I remember being so excited and inspired and like, wow, like like, well, I kind of smelled something in the water for a few years before.
We all
'cause,
did.
Like, yeah, we all did. I think I was like, I didn't know she would transition, but I was like, maybe gay, something there. Like something just didn't seem quite right. But when she decided to actually come out and full on transition and do it in the way she did, which I think was really cool and really amazing, and very powerful for a lot of people. That's literally the first time we've ever seen, especially like a former Olympic athlete, like one of the poster children for like masculinity and all this stuff, come out as trans. I thought it was incredible. And then it just didn't go anywhere good. Like, she had her reality show, which was okay, but she kind of outed herself as a Republican, and that was interesting. And then just from there, it's kind of just snowballed into one bad thing after another. Like, in the endorsing Trump, she killed a woman.
Yeah.
I think that happened when before she transitioned. I'm not sure, but I think it did. But like, and then just the thing she's been saying as like in her campaign for governor, like she just recently said trans kids should not be allowed to play sports on the gender they identify as, like sports teams on like, and just like thing after thing after thing. And it's so disappointing when you have the level of fame that she has, and you just use it to hurt people and tear down your community, the community you are a part of, and that you could speak for and voice for. And I find her to be a very well-spoken person, but just the things she chooses to say are just so disappointing and just gross.
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, this is somebody who's using their fame and who has used their fame for power, has a part of an empire and part of a reality TV show and their life being looked at. But once transitioning, really using this, I'm a trans woman. I just think that this, because we're talking about the level of fame and is it good or not? I think like Caitlyn thinks it's a good level of fame because she can get whatever she wants, but being the audience and having to put up with this like transphobic trans person is not good for our community and moving forward in society.
Yeah, imagine like having like sound like a famous trans person running for governor, and then you're a trans person watching this, and then having that trans person just be against trans people.
It does not make any
and you're just like, you're like, finally, like we get the representation, but then this is the representation we get. Like, this is really like, and I just think it's such a misuse of her platform. Like, it's such a blatant, like, gross, like, clearly trying to pander to the Republicans, and I just hate it. It's such like she has such a rich old person mentality.
Yup.
Just so set in their ways and just like, no, this is the way it is. And like,
well, you kind of sounded like her there.
Oh, thank you. I do an excellent Caitlyn impersonation. Hey, baby!
Oh my god, that's so.
But yeah, I think she should run for governor of her cliff in Malibu, and just stay there,
and just stay and shut up.
Stay right there. If that's the representation you're going to be giving, then just stay exactly where you are. Have fun on the dirt bike trail. Enjoy the golf course. Live your life. And just like, it's just gross. It's gross. It's slimy. It's gross. It's like just out of touch, and like it's disappointing. I think more than anything, it is disappointing for people as a community, and I can't even imagine what it must feel like, the rage and the disappointment that trans folk must have watching this. Like,
just disappointment. It's so, especially with how far we've moved in this world with acceptance and it is not.
And you see like every trans person is like, it is okay. My favorite was when she announced her that she was running for governor, and like on Twitter, every trans person, and on Instagram were like, we are trans and we're telling you it is okay to not like this person. Because everyone was like, can I say that I don't agree with this because she is trans? Is that transphobic if I don't think she is qualified to be governor? And they were like, nope, we please do.
Yeah, please do. Like, you can't be pushing hate, and you can't be pushing hurting people and
bigotry,
not stick up for it. It's bad. bad.
support someone whose platform was like racism and xenophobia and homophobia and every kind of phobia. I'm talking about Donald Trump because she did support Donald Trump. And yeah, she also killed someone.
And you know, what we're going to keep talking about is that she killed somebody. So people, place your bets. What will people still be talking about next week? Will it be Billie Eilish? Will it be Britney Spears? Will it be Tamisha Iman and Monet Exchange? Will it be my breakout debut?
Never done before.
Never done before. Show on Wow Presents Plus. Will it be Caitlyn Jenner for governor?
Place your bet. Who do you think it's going to be?
I think we are going to be talking about Britney Spears. No, Tamisha. No, Britney. I'm going to give Britney.
Bramisha Aman will be something on everybody's lips next week.
I think Britney Spears. Who do you think will still be talking about?
The thing is, since I have been alive and a gay man, there has not been a week that has gone by that we have not talked about Britney Spears. Right? So that's just like, it's not even like a factor to me. I'm like, yeah, we're going to be talking about Britney.
Of course.
But I think definitely we'll be talking about Tamisha.
Yeah,
next week.
I've been trying to figure out what the scoop is. I've been texting people, messaging. Everyone's kind of just being a little light about it. I think everyone's kind of scared. I think everyone's just scared of Tamisha Iman right now, it seems like.
And I mean, good for her for like taking this, like kind of just prolonging her moment and like doing her thing. I mean, just doing something right. I mean, people are paying attention to her. So
people are paying attention to her. And guess what? Tamisha Iman was famous this week. And that's it for the show.
Yes! Oh my God, this was so much fun. Our first week, we covered so much. We talked about Britney, Caitlyn, Billie, your blowjob chunks.
Yes, we did.
And yeah, I just want to, we need to
I just think that like
again.
when it's like in, and then it's like, and you're trying to be sexy, like oopsies, but like this, like the bacon
chunks.
Like chunks, like pasta, like
just some penne on the dick. Ugh, disgusting. And on that note, thank you so much. That is it for Famous this week. I am Brooklyn Heights.
And I'm Priyanka.
Make sure you subscribe to this podcast, Famous This Week, wherever you listen to podcasts. And don't forget to leave us a review and give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Stitcher.
To keep up with things we talk about on the pod, go follow at Forever Dog Team and at Mom Podcast on Instagram. And while you're at it, give us a follow too if you haven't already, at B Heights and at the Queen Priyanka.
And we will see you next week with more pop culture moments and very, very, very famous things.
Ooh, bye, Brooklyn.
Bye.
Forever Dog.
To listen to Famous This Week ad-free and 1 day early, sign up for Forever Dog Plus at foreverdogpodcast.com/plus.
Famous This Week is produced by Forever Dog and Moguls of Media, aka Mom.
Hosted by Brooklyn Heights and Priyanka.
Produced by Joseph Shepard. Hey, Daddy.
Editing and sound design by Will Pitts. Executive produced by Big Dipper, Willem Belli, Alaska Thunderfuck, Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey.